Eurovision fam. Hey, Eurovision fam. Good morning. It's an early morning for me, and I am back to talk about these rehearsals and my first reactions. It's day 2, and Cyprus kicked off the day. Now, it's really interesting because I have seen some posts out there with people talking about, oh, Cyprus isn't as safe as a qualifier as some people think. Well, I'm going to tell you, I was never in that camp. Everybody knows that. But this rehearsal was great. We start off and it's like her on the ground, and we're kind of looking at her through this mirror that almost gives you sort of a water effect. The styling is amazing. Y'all know I am big on the clothes. Y'all know I care about the clothes. And I remember when I first started my channel and I started talking about Eurovision, and I would talk about clothes, and people were always like, why are you talking about the clothes? And it's because styling matters. We know styling can distract and can enhance a performance. So what you're wearing on stage really can make a difference. And she looks amazing. She literally is like dripping diamonds. When I interviewed Elena and she told me to look up this one designer who was doing her dress, this is kind of what the designer does. And honestly, this is stuff that I love to see on the stage. And actually, it's interesting because on the Eurovision stage, we sort of seen this look before, and I love that. I love those outfits, thinking about Soraya, thinking about, oh my goodness, some of the outfits that were aphrodisiac, some of these outfits that sort of, it's as if it's the outfit is just hanging from the skin. It's almost as if the outfit is like an extension of the skin. This dress is beautiful. She looks amazing. But I mean, did we really think that she was not going to look amazing? She looks great. The choreography is pulling some elements from the music video. So it's not totally different choreography, but it is tailored for the stage. She's got female dancers as opposed to male dancers. The female dancers had braids, and they were sort of in red bodysuits. The thing I love about the dancers is they're sort of there, but the way that it's lit with sort of the red on stage, it's almost like you see their motions, but they're kind of blending into the background. And really, Elena pops. I know y'all want to know about the vocal because we knew that this was a performance that was going to be extremely dynamic. The vocal sounded great. The vocal sounded great. It was competent. It was together. And with all that she is doing on the stage, there's a little bit of grace one can give, but the vocal was fine. The vocal was extremely competent. The one note I would give is there are moments where I feel like Elena's excited, and it's like, girl, you can take a breath. You can chill. You can ease into this. You know this song. You got this. You legitimately got this, girl. Okay. It was just a really, really clean first rehearsal. I love the way that the stage is actually highlighted in this. You see sort of the triangle at moments, and then sort of the triangle in the back. And it actually kind of reminds me of the Cypriot broadcasters logo a little bit. So that's kind of interesting. This was just really, really good. Let me hop into these comments. Good morning, folks. Good morning, folks. Thank you so much for joining me again today to talk about this entry. Andrew Johnson, did you see the final run through with the pyro? So I think we're going to get pyro on the second rehearsal because it costs money every time that they fire off the pyro. You have to pay for it. So I think we'll get pyro at the second rehearsals. There's definitely probably going to be some elements of pyro. But when I tell you, watching what we saw today, I mean, it's El Diablo, but I wasn't necessarily feeling like we needed the pyro. The lighting was good. The sound was good. Oh my goodness. Ashton says, styling matters, just ask Cynic. Yes, styling does matter. Hey, Leon, good morning. Ahmed says, this is going to top 10 easily. I mean, it's still early. It's still early. We got tons of songs to come. And we know today is the heavy hitter day. But this is definitely qualifying comfortably. It's definitely qualifying. And I could easily see this coming top 10 at the final. I really could easily see this. It's something about it. You know, when we kind of talk about those performances that have that like interval act effect, where it just feels like this isn't even competing. This is just like a professional on stage, like giving us a show. There's something about this that has very interval act vibes, especially when it feels like they're utilizing the stage in a different way than other folks. And so far with what we've seen, this feels like the most like kind of elevated performance, I would say, and elevated in the way that it looks like what you would see like at the Grammys. It looks like what you'd see at like a music awards show. I'm gonna hop back into the comments here. Philip says, is she a threat now, you think? Honestly, I think she's always been a threat. I think Cyprus has always been a threat. And I think what happened was in the Eurovision bubble, because the song was dropped so early, I think people just kind of forgot, and people forgot about that instant hit when the song came out. People at home are going to hear this for the first time and see this performance with it. And this is going to be their first impression. And I mean, it just looked really slick. It looked really professional, and it sounded slick and professional as well. Adrian, the final run through for the first rehearsal has pyro, according to the Eurovision blog. Well, we didn't see any pyro yesterday. Yeah, I didn't see any pyro yesterday. And we don't see the first rehearsal. And so we saw her run it 3 times. So they won't be running it again. So Rich said, could this win? You know, it's interesting. In a year where juries could be split, the song that sort of comes in the middle for both televote and jury could, you know, or the highest in the middle could emerge. I don't know if this is a win. Like, I don't know. And I guess I'll know at the end of the day after we see, honestly, Malta. After we see Malta and see what they do. Thank you so much, Jersey. Your comment is, my winner of the year is Ireland and Belgium. Can't wait to see what Belgium brings to the stage. I am so excited to see Belgium. And honestly, yesterday, Ireland was so good. I don't know if that came across in my review. Ireland is doing some of the most ambitious staging. And even watching what Cyprus did today, Ireland is still the most ambitious piece of staging that we've seen so far. And that's no discredit to any of the other performers. It's just technically what Ireland has decided to take on is going to be amazing. And paired with that amazing song, oh my God, I just started hearing the song Ireland in my head again, and I got emotional, legitimately. I am loving Cyprus this year. What Cyprus is giving us is so clean, so professional. They are really delivering on the stage. Vulcan comments, I predict Cyprus to come like 7th or 10th. I could see that. I could see that. This is a really strong year. Our top 10 this year could be fully amazing. And Belgium, I mean, this is the day. Y'all, this is the rehearsal day. We could be seeing the winner of Eurovision today. Today, we could be seeing it. But then I also have to say, the big five in our host country are coming in strong. Hopping back into the comments. Have you ever been to Cyprus? I have actually not been to Cyprus. I've been to Croatia. I've been to Montenegro. I've been to Greece, but I have not been to Cyprus. And I would love to go, okay? Drop them Airbnb links in the chat, because maybe after I get my last vaccine shot, I will be trying to bridge out and have a nice Cypriot beach moment this summer. My birthday's in July. ESC Viral says, is it 4 a.m. for you, Alesia? You look amazing. Well, thank you. It's 4:47 a.m. as of now. Simona asked, how was the styling? The styling was amazing. She was literally dripping diamonds from her. It was beautiful. This was an amazing performance. I am going to sign off now to hop into and gear up for our next rehearsal, which is Norway's up next. I can't wait to see what Norway's doing on the stage, because honestly, at first I was just thinking Norway would just do what they did at the national selection. but Norway actually has been known to mix it up a little bit. So I am really excited to see what Norway brings to the stage because, yeah, Norway could be qualifying, y'all. Buckle up. Norway could be qualifying, but to put a pin in Cyprus, amazing vocal, amazing styling. The staging looked extremely professional. My one note for Elena would be, you can ease into this. You got this. Like, I think there are moments where she's like maybe rushing a little bit and maybe like a half step quick. She doesn't have to. Own it, girl. You got this. You know this choreography like the back of your hand. You know these lyrics. The vocal was clean and professional. This was really, really good. And I think that there were people who were just waiting in the wings to maybe pounce on this and say something negative about it. And I don't know what you could say really negatively about this. It was very clean, very professional. Well, that was my review. Well, not my review, really my reaction to the first rehearsal. Please stay tuned. Please like this video if you like it, and please subscribe and stay glued to my channel and my Twitter account today. I am going to be giving you reactions all day today after each and every rehearsal. And of course, you want to make sure that you tune into my live stream later tonight where I break down everything that we saw today and kind of what the current state of Eurovision is after these first rehearsals. Because after today, we will have semifinal one, which is the semifinal of death. So you definitely don't want to miss today's live stream. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to everyone who has watched. Someone said stronger vocals than Tamta and Eleni. Definitely stronger vocals than Eleni. Definitely. Tamta's vocals were pretty strong, but this was like just a really clean run. The vocals were really good. The vocals were really, really good. Yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching. All right, stay tuned. Bye.